Okay, we're down in Wales with Matt and Scott from Activity Wales Events, and we're going to talk about the Wales Marathon, which is day 3, Sunday the 14th of July, so day 3 of the long course weekend. So one of the interesting things I didn't know before I came today was it's actually a single loop, but also a single loop and closed roads marathon,
yeah, it's
which
fully
is
closed.
Pretty, well, not unique, but there's certainly not too many fully closed roads marathons around the UK.
Yeah, we're very lucky. You know, great working relationship with the local authority, and the community is great as well. So yeah, we're very lucky that we have one loop, 26.2 mile of closed roads, and not only closed roads in the middle of nowhere. These are great. Go through some great towns, some great scenery, run along the front of beaches, you know, on the roads, and get some key areas and key towns we go through. So yeah, it's quite a special race.
Yeah, and quite challenging course.
Depends how fit you are, I suppose.
as if a marathon's not challenging.
No, yeah, this is challenging enough anyway. Yes, it is challenging, and I guess there's a few hills at the back end of it as well, which throws you. But they're not really that long. It's just there's quite a few of them that just hit you short and sharp ones, 3 or 4 in a row. But
a lot of athletes have said as well that though it is tough and there are certain hills out there, it kind of helps people to break the course up as well. So you know, they can break the course down into manageable sections, which, from a mental point of view, helps them get to the finish line.
Yeah, and tell us about the half marathon, because that doesn't start at the same time, but sort of joins in effectively as the marathon comes through. So whereabouts does that start, and how does that fit in with the overall Wales Marathon day?
Well, the Wales Marathon and the full marathon starts out at Tudor Square again in Tenby. Again, stunning location, big crowds, grandstands, fantastic atmosphere. And then the half marathon, the athletes assemble and meet in Pembroke Castle. Again, a unique location, absolutely stunning. So we have there, great atmosphere in there, we have a bit of live music, give race briefing in there, and then we do a half marathon parade through Pembroke High Street to their start line, and it's really cool because at that point athletes in the marathon are still going past. So there's great banter between, Matthew does a great job in winding them all up in Tenby. So a good bit of banter between the athletes, and you know, it's a great start for the half marathon guys.
Yeah, and do they come back and finish in the central square again?
Yeah, they come back into Tenby. Everyone finishes in the same place. It comes back into town. The grandstands and the finish line is set up from the Saturday as well. So you can see it if you're there Saturday night. You can see it all set up. But everyone comes back in, red carpet treatment, big crowds, and back into Tenby. Yeah,
and for those guys that have done the full long course weekend, they get a little bit of extra special treatment down there at the end with their medals that we talked about previously.
Yeah, we have a medal ceremony about 5 o'clock, just as the last athlete comes through on the marathon, on marathon day. We then present all the long course athletes, so they're there in their red tops with their embroidered names and the medals, and then they come down and they line aside the grandstands and they're presented with the middle piece of the medal, and then ultimately the winner takes the trophy, which is actually hand carved. We have a hand carved trophy, so it's not something that looks ugly. It's like a piece of art that the local gentleman here hand carves it uniquely every year, and they take that away and keep it.
Yeah, and unlike most races, once that event of the race itself finishes on the Sunday, the actual experience doesn't, because you've got a bit of a party going on the Sunday night, as well as the pasta party on.
That's the main event. That is the main event. Yeah, the post race party. We had we sold 560 tickets as we went live last year for the post race, and 700 people came. We all our volunteers come, the crew comes, the athletes come. It's a great place to just everyone to interact and chat about the race. But yeah, with live bands, food, beer. It really is a chilled kickback night, really.
Yeah, just tell us, for people who are not familiar with Tenby, it's not somewhere I know too much about, but it's from what you told me, a great place to come for a weekend away. It's geared up for tourism in terms of accommodation and restaurants and all those other bits and bobs that go together to make it a great experience and a reason to.
Yeah, the whole area. I mean, Tenby goes from 5,000 community in the winter to 35,000 in the summer. It is geared up for people visiting. You know, great restaurants. It's a wall town. It's surrounded by blue flag beaches. You know, literally golden sands either side. Town, cobbled streets, really quite quaint. And yeah, ideal for the visitor. It's 3.5 hour drive time, really. London, 4 hour drive time, probably max. And then you're looking at 90 minutes from Cardiff. Again, 3 hours probably from Birmingham. So it's achievable, and it's pretty much dual carriageway all the way through. So Sometimes the perception of Wales and that west coast is so far away,
yeah.
but the road links is just one straight road and hang a left at Carmarthen and you're here.
Yeah, well,
so
I can back that up. I drove down here today and it was motorway all the way, and as you say, and even when you come off at Carmarthen, A road, so there's no plodding along at 20 miles an hour for 4 hours.
But we hope it's worth it when they get here. That's the whole point, and again, that's the whole principle of everything we do. It's about delivering those experiences. It's £30 a day. All 3 days is £90. It's about the value, the post race, the family offerings, what we're doing outside, and it really is about creating that experience over the weekend. So we do appreciate, we really do, when people drive the 3.5, 4 hours to come to one of our races. We make sure we do put on a show when they arrive.
And because it is a tourist destination, there's naturally accommodation to suit all budgets. So you got from your campsites up to your really high quality hotel. So from what from what you need, if you need a caravan or you want to stay an extra stretch in a cottage, there's something for everybody there.
Yeah, excellent. Well, yeah, thanks a lot for all your time, guys. It's been fantastic and really interesting as well to find out about the long course weekend and the events that you hold within there. Hope it goes well. I'm certainly planning to be down here for the swim and the bike. You might even get me running if you're lucky. But yeah,
you said it on camera now.
Oh dear. But yeah, no, looking forward to it. And for anyone else out there, long course weekend, activitywalesevents.com. Go and find out a bit more, and hopefully see some of you down in Tenby in July this year.
Absolutely. Thanks very much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Okay, we're back with Oliver Simon, winner of the long course weekend several times now. Local resident, knows all about the course, lives in Tenby. Let's talk about the marathon now. Marathon, obviously 26.2 miles. Doesn't matter what you've done before, whether you've done the bike or the swim or done nothing before, it's still a long way. So tell us about the marathon course down in Tenby.
Yeah, the marathon course down in Tenby is the first marathon I ever did. It was basically, I thought I'd do a marathon somewhere else eventually, but when I had this one on my doorstep, I thought this is going to be the first one I've got to do. And it was, yeah, it was the best marathon I've had, still the fastest time I've had the debut, because you obviously hold back. But it's a good, the start is in Tudor Square now, so it's nice running out of the square, and first bit's around the town, so it's a bit hard to hold back on that bit. Then you run out, you've got a long section out on the Ridgeway, and that's probably the fastest section of the route, so everyone will be going out quite quick. And it's all just nice scenery, you can see hedges and trees, it's all country. And then you get through Pembroke, which is the start of the half marathon. You can see all the people starting to make their way to Pembroke Castle when you're running through, and the crowds have already started to build there. And then that's the start of kind of the hard work, because you've done your kind of 12, 13 miles, and then on the way back it starts getting a lot hillier then, and you're kind of out on your own in the country then for a while, and there's like steady gradients. I mean, being at the front, you don't seem to get the camaraderie about people passing you, people around you. I mean, the half marathon starts a bit behind us as we go through, so they've never actually caught up with us. I suppose it's quite a unique atmosphere going like Lower Amphi Road with the half marathon going through there, because there's a lot of people already out in their backyards watching, waiting for the half marathon to come through, and you're just running through there like just a few of you absolutely dying. But it's yeah, you make it, once you make it past Manabir, you know you're going to be, you're getting around to the 20-mile mark then, and you've just got one more hill up to the Ridgeway and then straight back to Tenby. And it's a brilliant finish in Tenby then, Tudor Square.
That finishes right in the centre of Tenby, doesn't it? Yeah,
right in Tudor Square, and it's well, it's the only marathon I've ever finished properly, so it's the best one I've ever been to.
Yeah. One of the nice things about it, unusually for most marathons, certainly in the UK, apart from a couple of the London and a couple of others, it's actually a closed road, single loop course. So great for obviously safety and without the traffic and things like that as well.
Yeah, well, it incorporates a lot of, because it's a 26-mile route right round, Tenby, Pembroke, and right back. It's it takes in a lot. Like, I mean, there's places on it that I hadn't even been, but it's yeah, it's really good to come in through Pembroke there. So that's a bit of the course and then the finish.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks for that, and yeah, hopefully you found this series of tips on both the but all the Wales Swim, the Wales Sportive and the Wales Marathon, all of course part of the long course weekend, useful. And if you have fancy an entry, just go to the Activity Wales website, and it's the 12th to the 14th of July 2013.